Yes, what's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things box. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all so you get notified immediately as soon as we drop new content on the channel. So let's get into it. There was boxing over the weekend. Quite an entertaining card was the DAZN card, which was headlined by Kid Galahad versus Kiko Martinez, and this was quite a remarkable fight. It turned out to be. I thought going into it was just going to be a routine fight for Galahad. It was just going to be another one of these fights where, you know, he's going to get in there, he's gonna just beat Kiko Martinez. We've seen Kiko Martinez lose to guys like Carl Frampton before. We've seen him lose to Scott Quigg years ago. We've seen him lose to Rendell Monroe. So, you know, going into this, Kiko Martinez for me was like a fighter that was, you know, he had a little bit left, but he was more or less like a shot fighter. I would never have picked this guy to beat Kid Galahad. I thought this was going to be a smooth, foregone conclusion victory for Kid Galahad. But my oh my, how wrong was I? As this fight started, Galahad started off very well. He was boxing smoothly. He was switching from orthodox to southpaw, southpaw back to orthodox. He was pretty much boxing Martinez's head off. You know, Martinez would have a few moments of success, but it was Galahad who sort of wobbled him early in the fight. I think it was about round 3 he wobbled Martinez, but you know, Galahad was pretty much just cruising towards what I thought would be a certain victory. Boxing really well, boxing within himself, and it was one of these fights where my man Martinez didn't really seem to be able to sort of get a grip on the fight. He didn't really seem to know what to do with Kid Galahad. He couldn't get to grips with the switch hitting. He was there sort of trying to follow Galahad around, but Galahad was just sort of lighting him up, you know, boxing well. You know, he was winning it easy, really, you know, up until the big round, the fifth round, where it just completely transformed. And you know, the fifth round comes around, and towards the end of it, Galahad's winning a fight, and he just does, while he's doing his switching, his left hand was quite low, and this was something that was going on throughout the fight. Galahad's left hand was quite low, but that's the style, that's that winker back switch hitting style. So, you know, he had his hand low, left hand low, I think below his chin or whatnot, and Martinez just clapped him with the ridiculous right hand. Clapped him right on the button, and it was almost as if Galahad had gone to sleep right then and there. Just bang, beautiful right hand, and it literally just changed the tide of the fight completely. You know, it was like the perfect right hand, you know, that he landed on him. So he lands this beautiful right hand, and there you go, my man's down. Galahad's down, and he basically is down on the canvas, and then on the bell rings. He gets saved by the bell as he comes up, and then you know, they all try to revive him in the corner, but for my money, you could pretty much see that, you know, once that punch lands, that perfect right hand lands in that fifth round, that's it, it's over. You know, pretty much it's over. It's done with. But nonetheless, you know, he carried on. He was unsteady on his legs and everything. You know, he goes to the corner. Dominic Ingle tries to rile him up, tries to sort of get him back alert. It doesn't really happen for my money. Galahad just looks, you know, sort of, he looks serious in the corner, but, you know, you can just tell he's out of it. Comes out for the sixth round, you know, tries to fight on a little bit, makes the same mistake, low hand, bang, beautiful right hand by Kiko Martinez, puts him down, and this time the referee don't even bother with a count, just waves it off straight away, and Galahad is just starched. He's out on the canvas, and yeah, this was all I can say is this was entertaining. It was a phenomenal knockout. It was one of those things where you'd have to say this is at least sort of an upset of the year contender, because this is a guy like Martinez. I've seen him over the years losing to various prospects, and he was one of those guys that seemed like a nearly man. He'd won a world title before, but at this point he'd lost to so many of these great British contenders: Frampton, Quigg, Monroe, even what's his name also. He lost to another fighter, Zelfa Barrett, recently. So he's a guy that, he's a bit of a trial horse, a bit of a workhorse, but in no way did I expect him to win. But, all I can say, congratulations to Kiko Martinez. It was a fantastic punch, fantastic knockdown and knockout, and he's world champion again, 35 years old, so old for the weight, 126 pounds, but yeah, fantastic win. And there is an immediate rematch clause in the fight, but again, this is one of those fights where I would say that I don't think it would be a wise move for Kid Galahad to take the immediate rematch. I think there are things he could do to correct it. He could just stick to his boxing. As Chris Andre was saying, if he just stuck to one stance, just stick to mainly the orthodox stance, that could probably be a way that he could just outbox Martinez and just cruise to a victory on points or stop him late or something. I think there are little things he could correct, maybe not much of this switching, just keep it to a simple style. And, I think he could outbox Martinez potentially in a rematch, but the problem is going to be the mental demons, the mental thing, the mental scar of having to deal with a knockout like this, because it was a bad knockout and it was a heavy knockout. So I would say if he went directly into a rematch, it could potentially be a mistake, and it would be very dangerous. You'd have to favor Martinez. If the rematch is immediate, you'd have to favor Martinez. So what Galahad does from here, I don't know, but for Martinez, the world's his oyster. You can go and try and unify or whatever, or if the rematch comes with Galahad, why not take it? I mean, I think you'd have to back him and fancy him to win a rematch with Galahad. The fight was close to a point, but yeah, hey, good on Martinez though. Congratulations to him. Called the greatest fighter in Spain or Spanish history, according to Sergio Martinez. But hey, fantastic performance, fantastic upset, and fantastic turnaround by Kiko Martinez. I'm very impressed, and I'm still in shock and awe of it now, because I was just so sure Galahad was going to win. And even watching it, Galahad was cruising, but in boxing, one punch can change everything. So yeah, what both guys do from now, this is a massive setback for Galahad, but yeah, I just hope he's well with his health and everything. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this upset? Kiko Martinez, world champion again at 35 years old. Tell me what you think, ladies and gents. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism. We over and out. I'll catch you on the next one.